You know that feeling, right? You ask an AI to whip up something visual and it's fine. I mean, it gets the job done, it's technically okay, but where's the magic? That professional spark is just missing. So the big question is, how do we fix that? How can we actually teach an AI to think like a top-tier designer? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dig into. And this right here, this really breaks down the problem we're all facing. You've got functional on one side. That's the default for so many AI tools, right? It's predictable, it works. But then you've got phenomenal on the other. This is the stuff that tells a story, that feels intentional. It's the kind of work you'd be genuinely excited to put in your portfolio. And let's be honest, the gap between the two, it's huge. So that's the real puzzle, isn't it? How do you teach a machine all that stuff? The nuance, the taste, that gut feeling that separates something that's just good from something that is truly great? Well, the answer, it turns out, is a totally new approach. It's a powerful built-in skill for the AI Claude designed from the ground up to elevate its design thinking. And I want to be super clear here. This isn't just about writing a better prompt. No, this is a fundamental upgrade to how the AI even begins to think about creating something visual. The best way to think about it is like this. You're basically embedding a world-class design director's brain right into the AI. So it's not just blindly following your instructions anymore. Instead, it's actually consulting this internal expert, one with a really deep knowledge of design, every single time you ask it to make something. Okay, so how does this designer's brain actually work? What's going on under the hood? Well, let's take a look inside. There are 5 core components that make this whole thing tick. This is really the secret sauce. All right, first up, we've got something called design interrogation. Now, before it even thinks about creating anything, this skill forces Claude to just stop and think. To think like a strategist. It has to ask itself, okay, what's the real purpose here? What are the most important elements? And what can I learn from what's already out there and great? This whole process makes sure every single design choice is intentional, not just some random defaults. Next up, Claude dips into its technique catalog. Think of this as its creative toolkit, its vocabulary. So instead of just knowing basic words like font and color, it has this huge library of really specific visual techniques it can pull from. Things for creating depth, texture, really compelling layouts. And look, we're not just talking about a few options here. We're talking about over 400 distinct visual techniques, all neatly organized by what they actually do. This gives the AI an absolutely incredible palette to work with. And the key isn't to just throw all 400 at a problem, of course. It's about having the wisdom to pick just the right 1 or 2 powerful techniques and then apply them with real precision. Then there's the reference library. This is basically the AI's personal, super curated inspiration board. It's been fed a steady diet of excellence. We're talking everything from the clean designs of modern companies like Stripe and Airbnb to timeless historical movements like Bauhaus, and even beautiful organic patterns found in nature. But of course, having a ton of great references is one thing. You still need good taste, right? And that's where the design philosophy component comes in. This is what gives the AI its sense of judgment. It's a set of core principles, all about restraint, about subtlety, about how to make something feel special and unique without just making it busy. And last but not least, we have the elevation protocol. This is the conductor of the orchestra, the master plan that brings all those other pieces together. It's a systematic workflow, a step-by-step process that guides the AI from that very first spark of an idea all the way through to the final polished design. And you can see here just how tangible this makes the AI's whole thought process. It's not a black box anymore. It starts by assessing the foundation, then it moves into that interrogation phase, selects the right techniques, checks its references, applies everything with discipline, and then adds that final layer of polish. It's a clear, structured roadmap to a great result. Okay, so that's all the theory. But what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's put it to the test and see how this skill takes a normal request and turns it into something genuinely high quality. So here we have a perfect test case, straight from the source. A user asks for a pretty standard business thing, a quarterly performance dashboard. But, and this is the clever part, they specifically ask to see the before and after, so they can really see the difference the skill makes. And this is the absolute key. The skill literally forces the AI to reject the easy, generic path. So instead of just spitting out a default chart, it's thinking about composition. Instead of just picking a standard color palette, it's consulting its own design philosophy. It is making deliberate, creative, and intentional choices.
And get this, it's not just for making new stuff from scratch. You can actually connect it to the tools you're already using every day, like Google Drive. You can just ask Claude to grab an existing presentation you have, and it'll run the whole design elevation process on it, handing you back a massively improved version. How cool is that?
Now, we're getting to what might be the most powerful part of this whole thing. This skill isn't some static lockdown tool. No, you can, and you really should, customize it and make it your own. You can turn the AI into a true design partner that gets you, your needs, and your taste.
So, how does that work? Well, it's pretty straightforward. You can feed it your brand's specific colors and fonts. You can drop in screenshots of designs you absolutely love to build up its reference library. You can even add your own rules for what quality means to you, or add techniques specific to your industry. You are literally teaching it your personal standards.
And when you do that, the skill stops being just a static tool. It becomes a living, breathing document of your own taste and standards. It actually evolves with you, capturing your preferences and getting smarter and more aligned with your vision on every single project you do together.
So, there you have it. The whole system is in place. You've got an expert designer, basically trained on the best of the best, armed with a proven process, just waiting for you inside the AI. So I guess the only question left is, what phenomenal thing are you going to create first?